All right, let's take a look at problem number 10 now. So another guy where we're just going to be simplifying. And I'm just going to start off here in the numerator. And you'll notice here we have an exponent of 2, okay? So everything inside the parentheses here is raised to the second power. So I'm going to start by just applying this exponent of 2 to everything. So I'm going to start with this 2 here, and I'll say this is 2 being squared. Then times the x squared is going to be squared. Okay, we'll deal with that in a moment. And then whenever I see a negative, what I like to do is write this as -1. I know that this number is -2, but you could write -2 as -1 times 2. Okay, so I'm going to write this as -1 being squared like this, because again, this negative is inside of these parentheses and we are squaring. Okay, so what I do from here is then take my 2, so 2 being squared, then I'm going to take my y to the 8th power, and that's going to be squared. All right, so let's just clean this up now. You'll notice that you have a 2 squared and a 2 squared, okay? So you have the same base, and what we're going to do is just add the exponents. So 2 plus 2 would be 4. So I'm going to really just get rid of this and write this as 2 to the 4th power, okay? And that's why I took this -1 out, so we could do that. Now, -1 being squared is just going to be 1, okay? So you can line that out and put 1, or multiplying by 1, it doesn't change the result, okay? So you can get rid of this as well. Now, x squared is just power to power rule. X stays the same. 2 times 2 is 4. Let's write this as x to the 4th power here. And then here, y to the 8th raised to the 2nd power, power to power rule. You're going to keep y the same, and you're going to multiply the exponents. So this is y to the power of 16, right? 8 times 2. All right, let's slide down here and work on this now. You have an exponent of 3. So everything inside of here is going to be cubed. Okay, so I'm going to put times 2 will be cubed. Then x to the 5th power will be cubed. Then you'll have your y to the 3rd power, or y cubed, will be cubed. And essentially, again, you're just using the power to power rule. This will be x to the 15th power, because 5 times 3 is 15. And this will be y to the 9th power, because 3 times 3 is 9. Okay? So what you can do now is do some simplifying, because this guy and this guy, well, you have the same base, so add exponents. 4 plus 15 is 19. Let's put a 19 there. Okay? And then this guy and this guy, y stays the same. 16 plus 9 is 25. Let's get rid of that and put a 25 there. And then this guy and this guy, 2 stays the same. Add exponents. 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay, so that basically takes care of our numerator. Of course, 2 to the 7th power is 128. If you want to write that, you can. Typically in this section, when you're dealing with exponents, you'll just write 2 to the 7th power. Okay, let me get rid of this. Let's focus on the denominator, which is a little bit easier. You have everything inside of here being cubed. So z squared is cubed. You have q to the power of 0. Again, any non-zero number raised to the power of 0 is 1. So let's assume this is not 0. So this would be 1. And then if I cubed 1, I would just get 1. Okay, so you have to put anything there. Then w cubed being cubed, let me write this as w cubed being cubed. Okay, so again, power to power rule, z to the 2nd power being cubed. 2 times 3 would be 6. So this is z to the 6th power. So this is z to the 6th power. Then over here, w cubed being cubed. Again, w stays the same. Multiply the exponents. 3 times 3 is going to give you 9. So this is w to the 9th power. So the final answer here is going to be 2 to the 7th power, or again, you can put 128, times x to the 19th power times y to the 25th power. This is over z to the 6th power times w to the 9th power.